In 2018, restoration crews working beneath parts of central Rome noticed something unusual. Small fractures, fresh movement inside walls that had remained stable for centuries. At first, engineers blamed groundwater. Then more reports started appearing. Not just in Italy and in Egypt, sonar teams mapping the ruins near Heracleon discovered entire stone sections missing from previous scans. Gone in southern Mexico, local workers near an old Mayan excavation site found recently exposed tunnels buried beneath loose soil after heavy rainstorms. Some of the inner chambers had already been emptied. Nobody knew by who. And in Turkey, the underground chamber investigators returned with new equipment. That was when they found footprints. Modern boot prints, deep inside sealed passageways. The discovery unsettled everyone involved, because the tunnel entrance had supposedly remained hidden beneath rock and sediment for generations. Officials quietly restricted access to the area days later. But the rumors spread anyway. Then came the photographs. Blurry images leaked online showing strange geometric carvings cut into the walls far beneath the chamber floor. Symbols researchers claimed did not match the surrounding civilization. Some experts dismissed them immediately. Others stayed silent. But one detail caused real concern. The markings appeared freshly uncovered. Tiny vibrations, subtle collapses, underground voids expanding beneath ruins once believed stable. Archaeologists started asking a dangerous question. What if these ancient wonders were not disappearing randomly? What if they were connected somehow? Then, near the coast of Greece, a diver investigating submerged ruins vanished during a routine descent. And when recovery teams searched the area, they found an entrance nobody had ever documented before. The entrance sat nearly 40 feet below the surface, part 2 hidden between collapsed stone columns and thick layers of dark sediment. Divers almost missed it entirely. At first, it looked natural. Must another fracture in the seabed. Then lights revealed carved edges, perfect angles, smooth stone walls disappearing into darkness. Recovery teams entered carefully. The missing diver was never found. But deeper inside the flooded corridor, they discovered something else. Fresh rope marks, modern climbing equipment. Someone had entered the chamber before them. That changed everything. Officials immediately sealed the site. Researchers were ordered not to speak publicly, but leaked reports began circulating through archaeology forums only weeks later. One document described strange structural similarities between ruins separated by thousands of miles. Roman foundations, Egyptian underground chambers, Mayan tunnel systems, even partially collapsed structures beneath parts of Southeast Asia. The same geometric patterns appeared repeatedly, not identical, but close enough to alarm researchers. Then another discovery surfaced. Satellite imaging teams studying desert movement near northern Africa noticed something disturbing beneath the sand. Large underground formations, perfectly aligned, stretching for miles. At first, analysts assumed they were natural rock layers, until old military surveys from the 1970s resurfaced. The formations had already been detected decades earlier, and then quietly classified. One retired survey engineer later claimed excavate. Meanwhile, structural failures around ancient sites accelerated. Tour guides in parts of Peru reported sudden ground depressions near protected ruins. In Turkey, local residents described hearing deep vibrations beneath villages late at night. And beneath Rome, one restoration worker refused to return underground after claiming he saw an opening inside a collapsed wall that did not appear on any blueprint. He reportedly told investigators one sentence before leaving the site. "It goes much deeper than they told us." Days later, that section of tunnel was permanently sealed with reinforced concrete. But by then, researchers had already started asking a far more disturbing question. Who sealed these places in the first place? The question changed the entire investigation, because many of the collapses no longer looked accidental. Some tunnels had been deliberately blocked. Stone walls reinforced from the inside, entrances buried beneath layers of rock and sediment, almost as if ancient builders wanted certain places erased. Then researchers in Egypt uncovered another unsettling detail. Beneath damaged ruins near the Nile Delta, Ground-penetrating radar revealed hollow chambers far below the known structures. But the chambers were arranged in straight lines, perfectly aligned, not random burial spaces, something planned. That discovery triggered comparisons with underground systems found beneath parts of Turkey and Italy. The layouts shared the same pattern: narrow access tunnels, deep central chambers, hidden ventilation shafts, and in several locations, evidence of sudden abandonment. Tools left behind, storage rooms partially filled, passageways sealed mid-construction.it looked rushed.as if people had fled underground sites unexpectedly. Then came the mini-twist nobody expected. Climate historians reviewing ancient records found references to long periods of environmental instability around the Mediterranean thousands of years ago. Flooding, crop failures, volcanic winters, and not everyone reacted calmly. Several researchers publicly dismissed the theory. Others suddenly stopped giving interviews altogether. Then, in central Turkey, excavation crews broke through a collapsed lower corridor beneath one of the underground cities. Inside, they found sealed stone doors unlike anything documented before. Massive, reinforced, and scratched across the surface were markings warning people not to open what remained below. But one detail terrified the excavation team most. The warning symbols matched carvings recently discovered beneath Rome. The discovery triggered immediate lockdown procedures. Part 4 access to the lower chambers was restricted within hours. But several workers had already seen the carvings. And the descriptions spreading online were disturbingly consistent. The same symbols. The same warning patterns. Appearing across ruins separated by continents. Researchers tried explaining it away as coincidence. But then seismic analysts noticed something worse. Many of the ancient underground systems were located directly near unstable fault zones. Turkey, Italy, parts of North Africa, even sections beneath Central America. For decades, archaeologists believed civilizations built there by chance. Now that assumption was collapsing. Because the deeper scans revealed something unexpected. Many tunnels appeared designed to absorb movement underground. Narrow pressure corridors, shock-dispersing chambers, ventilation shafts placed with unnatural precision. The structures were not primitive. They were engineered for survival. Then came another unsettling twist. A leaked Italian engineering report claimed sensors beneath Rome had detected unexplained empty spaces far deeper than existing excavation maps. Some extended beyond the known Roman foundations entirely. One chamber reportedly sat nearly 200 feet underground. Completely sealed. No visible entrance. No historical documentation. Nothing. The report vanished from public archives less than 2 days later. Boo. Most claims were exaggerated. But some researchers quietly admitted one thing. Modern archaeology may have underestimated how advanced certain ancient survival systems actually were. Then another incident happened. Near southern Turkey, excavation crews attempting to stabilize a collapsed corridor accidentally broke through a hidden wall. Behind it, they found preserved storage chambers untouched for centuries. Food containers, water systems, ventilation routes, evidence that people had once prepared to survive underground for very long periods. But one object inside the chamber disturbed officials most. A detailed stone map. Not of one city, but of multiple underground locations spread across the ancient world. And several marked sites have still never been found. The map changed everything. Because several marked locations already matched known underground ruins. Turkey, northern Egypt, parts of Italy. But other symbols pointed toward places no excavation team had ever officially documented. Remote deserts, collapsed coastlines, mountain regions beneath active fault zones. And one marked site sat directly beneath the Mediterranean Sea, far from any known ancient city. Research